They are so wound up tonight.
Why? I wonder why.
I don't know what their problem is.
The problem is they were running free for 4 days,
Mm.
running cray cray.
I know.
It's like kids. You put the kids,
Oh my god.
give them 4 days of freedom, and they're used to the freedom. They got to get back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta read something here. Hold on a second. Hey guys, gonna start in 1 second. Give me. Sorry. Everybody. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have a show, and then things happened. And we'll talk about it tonight, but things happened. Um, so we didn't have time to do show. I was not prepared for the show at all. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. Um,
We're barely prepared for this one. What are you talking about?
I know. I didn't have time to prepare because of issues that arose that we'll talk about tonight. So I thought we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna talk about because all of us hosts have done this, and many of you have done it. So, and if you haven't, we're gonna tell you why you need to do it. So
Yes.
here we go. Chad, you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Jess, you okay?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
The dogs. I see rocks.
They're separated at the moment, but
No, there goes rocks.
fair
Here we go.
warning, the dogs are in
Rare form.
rare form tonight.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. If you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We got Shorty and it's manning the phones. And please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Chaz, 427.
Howdy, all. Do you ever wish you could just get away from it all? Then I've got the spot for you in the middle of Lake Lanier, Georgia.
That's right, Chad. Tonight's episode, I can't see, 687, recorded live on October 13th, 2021, is the Marooned in Georgia show. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But Chad, Patreon. So, hey, many of you, before I get to this, many of you heard Chad on air demand a t-shirt from me. Okay. I did.
I was looking for it today.
I have, dude, I've been marooned, dude.
I know.
But I did it. And it turned out really nice. Chad?
Yes.
Did it turn
Yes.
out
I will say the image looks really nice. How big is that thing gonna be?
How big would you like it to be, Chad?
At least pretty big. I want it to show up. I want it to stand out.
I think I got it set so it's gonna like I think I got it set so it's gonna it should be most of the shirt. You know,
Okay.
it should be probably, a little smaller than this thing here.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Let's see how much. If I share my screen, I don't even know if I can actually share. Can I share? Can I share this? Let's see. Will it show it? I have to I have to go through steps to like show something. Oh, that's too much of an effort. Okay, I'm not gonna do it then. Way too much of an effort. Sorry, guys, you don't get to see it. Okay, so rest assured, it's pretty cool. So yeah, so Chad, meanwhile, so I did that. Chad. I did that. And I finished it on the plane. I actually took it on the plane and I worked it on the plane. Finished it, tweaked it on the plane, just for you. So it's all ready.
Sweet.
So
thank you. Or my wife thanks you. She's the one that wants it. I'm gonna get 2 shirts, one for her, one for me.
Oh, well, I don't even understand what it means. Am I crazy? Like it says
What?
Operation Enduring Cluster F.
COVID-19, and then it's got the COVID-19 virus in the middle of it.
Okay. Well, guys, it'll be in the store soon. It'll be in the store sometime this week, and it'll be in the store. So next week, when we talk about the show, you'll see it'll be in the store. That is urbantreecanopy.com. So yes, so when Chad says jump, I jump, kids. Just so you know. When he says
Yeah,
find
right.
me something for free, Jerk Store, I design it without question. All right, so but Chad, we need to talk about Patreon, guys. Costs a lot of money to make this show work. We talk about it every week. The call-in feature, the website, the StreamYard, all costs money, Chad.
Yes, it does.
It all does. We can really use your help, guys. There's 2 ways you can help. You can go to PayPal. That's PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast and make a one-time donation. Or, Chad, you become a patron of our show. Patrons get extra audio, extra video, only available to our patron members. Chad, did you watch this last week's video, Saturday's video?
In Macon, Georgia, at a
Macon,
TARDIS.
Georgia.
At a TARDIS? No, I didn't see that at all.
Yes. How about pulling that one for the old Periscope, huh?
That was pretty nice.
You know, that just got archived too.
Yeah. I saw it written on there. So on the patron page.
Oh, did I say
That's
it got
too
archived?
bad? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
For anybody who's not a patron, we said a video. I did a what did I call them, Jess? Past Periscopes? Is that what they're called? I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, but that sounds about right.
Yeah. And it was from 2016 of Jesse and me and the boys going to Macon, Georgia, and doing this TARDIS, this beautiful
TARDIS.
Full
scale
library TARDIS. It was gorgeous. It was huge. It was like life size. And it was just gorgeous. And yeah, so that's on this week's video coming up. So yeah, you want to become a patron. There's extra audio, extra video. There's patron only stuff. There's end of the year patron giveaways. There's path tags and coins and stickers and all that good stuff. Chad, so you want to become a patron. It's real simple. Go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachely. Cachely is an advanced geocaching app for iOS that features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachely has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachely.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And tonight we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write-in-the-rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro-containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Maxsuds Body Company. Maxsuds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Me Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Maxsuds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL, geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes, adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, buy pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags. With over 43,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And as always, you can find links to our sponsors, Chad, on our website or
in our show notes.
in our show notes. So, Chad, I just want to make a point here to say that
Mhm.
good friend of the show, Wheels, brought my trackable to my house, did not even dip it in my cache.
So it's still going.
Didn't even dip it.
Good job, Wheels.
What kind of BS is that? Wow. That's cold, man. Cold-blooded. Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to do. Because of him, I'm not even going to do the El Rojo race update tonight. We're going to wait
Really?
2 weeks. Yep, we're going to wait another week. Y'all, because of Wheels, y'all are going to suffer for it. That's how it's going to go. That's going to happen. But what I am going to do, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
is I'm gonna pimp something out.
What's that?
I want to talk about the log rollers from Practical Geocaching. You know, shopgeocaching.com has come out with a cotter pin, a bead, and a mini signal trackable clip to the ring of the roller for $10. But when you go to Practical Geocaching, there's a rounded from metal with a to no roll wooden handle, so they will not poke you or wear through your pocket or poke you or anything like that. And you know what, Chad? While Shop Geocaching is $10, our buddies over at Practical Geocaching, they give you 2 for $6.95 with free shipping.
Awesome.
Come on. That's like a no-brainer, guys. Practical Geocaching,
Definitely.
guys. Support our sponsors. When they say, Scott, we mentioned this, I say, yes, I will mention that. Come on, guys.
I'm trying to find on the site. There they are.
Oh, Jesse's sneezing. Bless you, Jess.
Bless you.
She's got
I
the sniff.
can't stop sneezing. I'm like having a little sneezing fit here. Sorry, guys.
She might have the COVID.
I
Well,
hope
it's-
not.
It's like
But
pretty.
yeah, you know what we did find in Georgia? We found COVID tests. We were very happy.
Did you?
We found the 23, you know, like the ones from home. Have you
Mhm.
seen those yet? You can buy
I-
COVID tests at home. You can take your COVID test at home.
Yeah, I know you can. I've never
No, you've never seen
had
them
the need.
because you can't find them. At least here, they are impossible to find in the Chicagoland area. You cannot find them.
Really?
Oh my God, it's impossible. They sell like that. So we're in Georgia. I don't know, some Hobunk little town in Georgia. No offense to Georgia. And there's a Walgreens. We're like, hey, let's go get some waters and some snacks. And you know, whenever I go to Walgreens, I look around for it.
Mm-hmm.
I look around for the test because I've just been trained now to look for the test. And they had them. They had a whole bunch of them. I'm like, oh my God. So I bought 2. So I actually have 4 because 2 come in a box. Yeah.
Okay.
You cannot find those. Those are like a hot commodity here in Chicago.
Wow.
So yeah. Yep. So I don't know why I got on the subject of that. Oh, because I said maybe Jesse has COVID. So meanwhile, we have tests for Jesse can find out if we need to. We have at home tests. So no, Jess, we have at home tests.
Okay.
If you're so inclined to, you know, I don't suppose. Do you spit on it? I don't even know what we have to do.
I don't know. I don't
You
even
shove it
know
up
what
your
they
nose and we spit on it. We don't pee on it. I'm
I
assuming.
don't know.
We-
I would hope not.
pregnancy test. I'm assuming you just stick it up your nose. I'm assuming. I don't know. Guys, you want to give us a call, talk about it tonight, talk about Georgia. Have you been to Georgia? Have you been to Lake Lanier? You give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808 Got Swag. Tell us your experiences as well. So, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we can get to the stuff. So, Chad, as I mentioned, I think at the top of the show, we had a show planned out. We got marooned, literally marooned in Georgia. So I had no time to prepare for the show. So this is what the show has to be, unfortunately. So let's talk about what happened. So let's talk about a trip. So Jesse and I, we like to talk about our trips post-trip. So Jesse and I, Jesse, why don't you tell? Jesse made the plans. Jesse, you tell the story.
Well, what happened was about a month or so ago, my son found super cheap tickets online to Georgia, to Atlanta. And so he was begging me to go because he is a train fanatic. And apparently, there are some engines down there around Atlanta that are scheduled to be scrapped at the end of the year. And so he really wanted to go and see them before they got scrapped. That's what he says. I don't know. I believe him. So, I hummed and hawed and went, I don't know. Do we want to go to, blah, 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 COVID, da, da, da. I don't know. Do we want to travel? And at the time, it was when Atlanta was like the hot spot, So I put it off. So then a couple weeks later, we were talking about it again. And I'm like, that would be really cool. And then I said, Scott, maybe you could come with us. It is a long weekend. Monday was a holiday for the kids.
Who's
And for
what was
me,
it? Columbus Day? What was
it was
Columbus Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day, yes.
it? Indigenous.
Oh, yes,
And
that's been changed.
yes,
Renamed.
Has it?
it has been changed.
Oh.
And so Scott was like, "Oh, well, that's not a bad idea." Well, I'm like, because I'd like to go. I'd like to go and get these old caches, but I feel horrible if I went without Scott, obviously. And so I mentioned to Scott, hey, maybe we could get these caches. And he's like, okay, yeah. And then why don't we take my youngest with us too? And so then I checked the tickets and they were like a little more than I wanted to spend. And so I kind of kicked it around a little bit more. But then I saw a note on the cache page for Marooned that a listener of the show was planning a trip and was looking for people to share a charter boat out to the islands with him. And so I went, done. We're there. So I bought the tickets, made the reservations. The four of us, me, Scott, and two of our three boys, flew down Friday night, super late Friday night, and got up super early Saturday morning.
Oh, stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there. So you're leaving out so much, Jess.
Oh, yeah. I'm leaving a lot.
Just got so much on what makes this weekend. Or last weekend. So we get in late. Okay, Chad. First of all, we get. I'm going to start with the trip was amazing. The trip was great. It was a
Oh,
lot,
absolutely. Atlanta,
but
our time that we spent in Atlanta we had a great time.
other than that, it was horrific.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to explain it. So we're going to start at the beginning. So we get in late, okay, and then we're sitting on the tarmac for about a half an hour.
Well, we were late getting out of
Late
Chicago. Our
getting out of
flight was
Chicago.
delayed getting out.
And then we're sitting for half an hour on the tarmac. Like when we landed, we're sitting there waiting to unboard.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally so we're over almost an hour over schedule, and it's late, and we got two kids with us.
Well, that sounds like our flight into Atlanta. Just the week before, or 2 weeks before, we were set on the tarmac for about a half an hour before we pulled in.
Right.
But go ahead.
So, and Jesse, you got to pull up pictures soon.
Oh,
So
sure.
we go to get our car. We get in line to get our car. I'm not going to name the company unless Jesse wants me to, but I'm not going to name the company.
No, probably not a good idea.
Though we should. And
I would love to, but no, probably not a
we get
good
up to the
idea.
front of the line, and the lady says, as
Well,
they
we waited an hour, over an hour in line.
lady says, we're out of cars.
Uh,
Okay.
By this time, it's 1 in the morning.
It's 1 in the morning.
12:30-ish,
Yeah.
1 in the morning.
And we still have an hour drive to the airport, mind you. I'm hour drive to the hotel.
Hour and 20 minutes still to the hotel where we were staying.
So the lady says, we're out of your car. What do you mean you're out of my car? I made a reservation. That's the whole point of making a reservation. Yeah, we're out of your car. Okay, but we can give you a truck. She says, we can give you a truck. Okay.
not an SUV, a truck.
A truck. Okay, give me a truck. Well, she says, here's the thing. Here's the stitch here. Because it's a truck, the rules of this company, or rather of this branch, is that we have to talk to your insurance to prove you have insurance. And Jesse's
I
like,
have proof of insurance.
I have it right here. Here's my
I
app.
have
I
it.
proof of insurance. No, we have to physically talk. We have to actually talk to somebody. So she says
At 1:30 in the morning.
12:30 and on a Friday night. Who am I getting a hold of? I'm not getting a hold of anybody.
Right.
She goes, okay, well, then the other option is you take our insurance, which is like $25 a day. So now we're pissed because now here we go. We had a nice mid-sized car that got, now we have a truck that gets literally, Chad, 11 miles to the gallon. Okay. Literally, I trust me, I checked it. 11 miles to the gallon. So everything costs double, because of sure we didn't have to put they didn't upsell us the truck, but gas upsold the truck.
Mhm.
We had to fill up the tank twice as much. And so Jesse gets super pissed. And when Jesse gets pissed, it's a rare sight. And Jesse's screaming at the lady, and the lady's like, and this poor lady was getting screamed at by everybody, not just Jesse.
No,
Everybody was,
we were getting yelled at by the people in line behind us to hurry up.
yeah.
I'm on hold with the insurance
Jesse's like,
company for 10 minutes.
"Oh, she's not
And
going to.
they're yelling at us behind us, like, step to the side so we can go. I'm like, well, you better start calling your insurance
Yeah,
companies right
I
now
explained that,
because they
and
don't
I
have
and I
any
explained the
car.
situation to them. I'm like, look, guys, all they got is trucks. All they have is trucks and BMWs. Now here's the stitch with the BMW, Chad. With the BMW, you can't even use their insurance. You have to call yours. Well,
A-
nobody's getting a hold of their insurance.
And they needed an additional $1,000 deposit for the
Oh, for the
BMW.
an
Oh,
additional
God.
$1,000 deposit for the BMW. Yeah. So we ate crow and we took their insurance because obviously we're not getting. Jesse throws the pen at the lady, which was fantastic. She
So
throws the
mad.
pen back at the lady. Lady threw the pen back at her.
In hindsight, I'm rather embarrassed at the way I behaved, but seriously, it was like
Eh,
probably the most ridiculous business practice I've
I
ever
stupid.
experienced. It was
When you screw up, you don't make
Wow.
me use your insurance. You don't like. I mean, that's horrible. They should have just upsold me on the truck, and I would have been okay with it. But
right,
to make
right.
me use your insurance, you know what I'm saying? Pissed
Yeah.
us both off. But they literally had us over a barrel. There's nothing we could do. So we get this truck, Chad. So we walk into the.
I'm
So
thinking, okay,
wait,
wait. She says, all we have are trucks. I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe it's like a Toyota Tacoma, something like, well, I go, well, how many people does it seat? She's like, 5. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's like a
Mhm.
Tacoma or something. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe it's like an F-150. That'd be okay. I could deal with an F-150.
no,
Scott.
Chad. No, Chad. No. Jesse,
F-350 dually.
I apologize to the people who are listening to this audio. Jesse, show the picture of our truck.
They're not preloaded on my computer. You got to give me a second. I'm working on it. They're not uploaded yet.
Oh, they're not uploaded yet.
They're not uploaded. So you got to give me a minute.
I wonder if mine are. Okay.
Wait, hang on. Give me a second. I'm
So,
loading them at the
okay,
moment.
so I'll continue on. So Chad, we get to the parking lot. Okay, we get to
Mhm.
the parking garage. Jesse is livid. Jesse is in rare form. We get to the people who are going to give us the car. She's screaming at the people who are giving us the
Oh,
car.
stop.
So then Jesse sees there's other cars in the lot. Well, she goes back and she goes, "What about those cars? Why can't
There's
I have
two
those cars?
Nissans. There's two Nissans out there.
Why can't
I
I
go
have
back.
those cars?"
I go, there's two Nissans sitting right there. What's wrong with those?
They
She
go,
goes, we lost the keys.
Oh, jeez.
yeah. So this thing, Chad, it was called the Beast. That's what we called it.
Oh, yes. It was a
It was-
beast.
And it was what was it, Jess? It was a Ram.
It was a Dodge Ram Power Wagon.
Power Wag with it. Did it have
Wh-
Hemis on it? I think
Oh,
it
yeah. It was that thing
Hemis.
had a Hemi.
Oh.
just and it was fast. It was fast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a blast. It really was. Okay, here, hold on. I got a picture. Let's see if
Okay,
I
we
can
got a
make
picture.
this
Hold
full
on.
screen. I'm trying to load the pictures. I had to plug my phone in.
Just give me one picture. So
I'm working on it. Give me a
okay,
second.
I'll continue. So we start driving.
Can't
Yeah,
make it
right.
bigger.
Mhm.
I gotta drive this big beast, right? And it's like driving a freaking bus. Okay. I've never driven anything this large in my life. So just trying to take corners was interesting.
You curb hopping?
Oh, more than once. We both were. We were curb hopping the whole
It
week.
took me a day and a half before I stopped hitting the curb, going around corners.
So I'm driving and we're all it's now past 1:00. I'm exhausted. We're all exhausted. We're all grumpy. Jesse's grumpy. I'm grumpy. The kids are tired. I just want to get to the airport. I just want to get to the hotel. Of course, what happens, Chad? As I'm cruising down the highway. Oh, there's the car. There's the truck, Chad. I apologize to people who can't see this.
Did you bring along your
Step stool.
portable
Yeah.
ladder so they can
Get into
climb
that.
into that thing?
Anybody who is listening to this, I apologize in advance. You go to like the 25-minute mark to see this. Actually, I think it's on social media of us in front of this
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah, we did put this on social media. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, when I say we climbed into the truck, literally climbing into the truck, literally, it comes up to the door. It comes up to our waist. It's where it like starts. So I get pulled over, Chad, going 90 and a 70. I get pulled over.
Really?
Yo, really, yeah.
Wow.
And the cop gives me a ticket, and then he says, "Yeah, you have to pay." I don't even know how much it costs. I'm assuming the ticket. I don't even know. Jesse, do we have the ticket? I can actually look it up right now online.
You know what? I don't.
On the
Somewhere.
On the show, we can see how much I owe.
I should
Because honestly, I don't
probably-
even know how much I owe. I have no idea what this total is going to be. I really have no idea what the total of the. I'm guessing $200. Chad, what do you think? A 90 and a 20, 90 and a 70, so 20 over.
At least 200.
You
Yeah,
think
I'd say
more than
At
200?
least 200.
It depends upon the state, but yeah.
Yeah, it's Georgia.
Here would probably be closer to 400.
Really? Well,
They're vicious.
yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna be a couple hundred. Is my guess. So I get pulled over. I get a ticket. So this is the best part, Chad. I almost got arrested. So, Chad, think about in your normal car.
Mm-hmm.
You get pulled over. The rollers are behind me, and I'm getting out my license, and stuff like that, and I'm getting the registration from the chest. And I roll down my window. And what do you do, Chad, when you roll down and when you look? What do you do? How do you look?
I look in the mirror.
Oh, do you? So what I do is I glance over to my left and I look up, because that's what you do when you're in a car. You look at the officer, you look up. Well, he's not there.
You gotta look down. Okay.
I got this
Yeah. If I'm
this
looking,
little head popping up,
the
little head
officer's right at the door.
his head's down here. His head's down here. Like, license and registration plates. Chad, when I say I almost laughed in his face, I almost laughed in his face. I almost got arrested. I almost laughed because it was he looked like a Muppet.
Wow.
It was the funniest thing. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting that at all. And so it was took me by surprise, and it was so funny. That I was like, oh, he was a little bit. It must have been probably 5'8", too. He was all the way down here. So yeah, I got a ticket. And so I don't know how much it's gonna cost. I'm guessing a couple $100, but I'll pay it. Just like I ate crow and paid the insurance for the car. And so we get to the hotel. And I think it was pretty uneventful, right? I think the hotel was pretty uneventful.
Hotel was meh. Hotel was fine.
It wasn't the murder hotel.
No,
It was.
not the
It was
hotel.
definitely not the murder motel. Thank goodness. But it was, it was okay. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah. So we get in and go to bed because we have to get up super early the next day. Well, I didn't get to sleep till probably 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I didn't get to sleep.
Yeah.
So
we
we
had to
get
get
up
up by like 6
6.
and drive an hour.
Yeah, we had
So
to drive.
where we stayed was like centrally located. It was within an hour, circumference around us of all the places that we wanted to go. So everywhere we went, it was an hour from the hotel. So we had to drive an hour to where we were meeting firefighter Skippy and Captain John.
Right. So
Wow.
okay. So now everything's happy until the end. So because now this is the good part of it.
Now
our
we got to
weekend.
cash.
So now we get the cash. So we get up the next morning, have a nice Southern breakfast. I enjoyed it anyway. I love a good Southern breakfast, kid. And we meet firefighter Skippy over at Lake Lanier, right? Isn't that where we went, Jen?
Yeah.
So if anybody has ever used Captain John, he's awesome. He's a great guy, real funny. We had a great time. We spent most of the morning with him. It was great. We highly recommend him. Do we have a link to him at all? I don't know if
I
we
put
do.
a link to his Facebook page in the show notes. On Facebook, he is North Georgia Boating Adventures, and he specializes in taking cachers out to the caches on the islands in Lake Lanier. But he also does other boating
Sure.
type things.
Let me sorry, hold on a second, Chad. Let me get that up. There you go.
So here's a picture of me with Captain John, where Captain John's doing his very first geocache. That was in October of 2019.
October 2019. Yes. And it's what's funny is that he showed me a pin. That Chad gave him a pin, a Geocache podcast pin, and he still had it. He showed it to me.
Yep.
She showed me the pin. Yeah, he still had it. And me and him talked. I bought a shirt from him. I bought a I was marooned shirt from him. And or I got marooned. And I taught him the wonders. Oh, there we are with him right there. And there's FF Skippy too.
Yeah.
And it's I taught him the joy of threadless. So he's gonna open a store. I taught him how you could just use threadless, and it's a lot easier to use than actually having actual shirts, like on the boat. Actually, people can buy them online, and be cheaper and easier for you. And he was like, "Oh my god, I have to do that."
Yeah,
So,
I didn't get one because he didn't have any small enough.
yeah, that's what brought it up is he didn't have any Jesse size. So I'm like, you
Right.
really shouldn't be having stocks. It's silly to have stock.
Right.
So I taught him the joys of threadless and having an e-commerce store. So look for that in the future. So he was awesome. The caches we went to, Jess, you have a list of the caches we went to at all? I know.
Yeah. 1 second. I have it here. Let me
We
find it.
got marooned.
We got I think a total of 8 is
Yeah.
what he took us to. So hold on, I just had it here. There we go. Okay, so he took us to Sunshine Island, Pirates of Misty Cove, which was fantastic.
Yes.
And then out to Marooned, which was Firefighter Skippy's 48,000th find. So huge congrats
Awesome.
to Firefighter Skippy on that. And then we went to WWWUSA. I don't remember the name of that one. Oh, and then we went to Scott's favorite. How do you say that one? You made one of your children
Shane
scream in the name.
Juha or something like that.
I think we figured out it's pronounced Shpuha,
Shbuha.
which is like the funniest name we thought.
Shbuha. So when Shane found it, he screamed Shbuha at the top of his lungs. And we got back to Captain John. And but after that, and then Shane's walking down the path and he got some
he walked into a spider web.
And screamed like a girl. Right.
Chad, did you experience the Georgia spider webs while you were there the week before?
Oh yeah. Well, well, I experienced them there, both on the trip where I did the Lake Lanier or Marooned and stuff, but I experienced them really horribly a couple weeks ago, going around the backside of this baseball field. And Winston Forever, who she's sometimes in our in the show, she might be listening. She'll tell you we wound up getting sticks and stuff. It's pouring down rain, and you're getting spider webs in your face.
These spider webs are so thick; they reminded me of like the Halloween ones that you pull apart and string out on your bushes. That's what they were like.
I made a comment as like, I wonder if you could make silk out of this because the tensile strength of them was very, very heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we got back to the boat, and I went to Captain John. I go, "Did you hear him screaming like a girl?" He goes, "No, but I heard him screaming the cache name." I mean, we were on the other side of the island too. He was like, the top of his lungs.
Yep. And then we stopped at Yellow Pole, which was a fun little boat parking grab.
Yeah.
Beside the road.
Yep.
June 18th, 2005. And that was it out on the islands. Scott, we do have a call, but I can't answer the phone because I'm plugged in for pictures.
And now we'll bring it in. It is GSM times 2. Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you doing?
What's up, buddy?
If this was a show me up episode on hilarious stories, you guys would win. Nobody would even bother.
We're not done. We're not done.
We got to go home. We're not done yet. No.
Well, the only reason I called in is because I was in Lake Lanier and Marooned about 1 week before you guys were there.
Everybody was.
Yes. With Captain John?
No, actually, what we wound up doing, there were 5 of us going to be splitting the bill, and we rented a jet ski.
Oh, nice.
That too. Yeah, we had friends do that too. Yes.
Yeah. So, so 2 of us went out on the jet ski, got marooned, came back. The other 2 went out, got marooned, And then Share Bear 64 and I went out and got a second one out there, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a really nice lake. It was a really nice caches. You know, all ammo cans, which surprised all of us that they were just all ammo cans. I mean,
Old
just
style
tinny
caching.
ones. Yeah, old style.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it was nice that they were all old
Yep.
school ones. So
Before micros.
right before the micro era. Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I couldn't talk about it enough. It was first of all, it was a gorgeous day. I mean, it was a beautiful morning. It was a little chilly in the morning, but it warmed up as the day went on. As the morning went on, and it just turned into an amazing, beautiful day. Sunny. It was gorgeous. And
Well, that was good then, because it wasn't steamy hot like when we were when we
Jess,
were
is that
doing
yours,
it.
Jess? Is that our pictures? You're on mute, Jess. Sorry for anybody who's
Sorry, I forgot I was sneezing.
Jess.
Yeah, here's some of the
It's
pictures.
from the morning. I mean, look how
It was it was great.
just a beautiful day. Really
That
was.
one of the caches.
Yeah, here's us finding caches. There's FF Skippy.
There's the boat.
Yeah, it was a nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So afterwards, let's see if GSM Times 2 did this as well. Afterwards, we drove out to FF Scoopy's. We're like, where are you going to next? He's like, I'm going to what is George's oldest? The bunny one?
Lanier.
Well, next
Oh,
we went
no.
out to Lake Lanier.
We got some lunch and then we went out to Lake Lanier. Right? Is that we
Yeah,
got
and
lunch,
we got that one.
we went out to Lake Lanier.
And so though that let me take that out. That cache completed Scott's and my Jasmers.
Yes, we did. We finished our Jasmine. And we're what, 7 away from a 2-second Jasmine?
Something like that. Pretty close.
Yeah. And then we went and so we said, hey, what are you doing now, Skip? And he says, I'm going out to was it the bunny one? What's that?
Beaver.
All right, Beaver.
Yeah.
Which is the oldest cache in Georgia. It was
Wait,
about
hold on, I got one more to share real quick here.
Oh.
Here we are with Marooned.
There's
and
Marooned.
Firefighters 48,000. Skippy's 48,000th.
Did you guys do the one that's by a basically effectively an old log cabin where the logs aren't there anymore, but the stack stone chimneys there?
Was it on the islands?
It's you know what, I think it might be called stack stone.
That doesn't sound
now
familiar.
that I think about it. Okay, so it's on a different island. So it looks like you guys did about 5 of the ones that we did, and then 3 others, and we did 4 others. So
yeah,
he took you a different route.
He took us. What he did, what was nice is he gave us a wide variety of DTs, which was nice. I don't think we hit the same DT once. We got a wide variety of DTs, which was nice, and I appreciated that he he has this. You have a window. I think we had a 2-hour window. I think
it was like 3 hours.
And he knows which. Okay, I know I can hit these caches in 3 hours. And
right.
He did great. We hit 8. I'm not going to complain about that.
Oh no, nothing to complain about there. And he gave us a couple extra and stuff. It's just like I said, you guys looks like you guys went a slightly different route. He met us. He probably met you guys on the east side of the lake, and he met us on the west side of the lake. So you kind of started out over there, and you worked your way inwards, and we started on the other side and worked our way inwards. So.
Did he take you by where the Ozarks are filmed?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
So the TV show The Ozarks on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, I love the series.
You missed it, Chad.
It is filmed there at Lake Lanier, and so he showed us like all of their houses. He showed us like Marty's house, and then like the dock, where they where what's her name? Rose. What's her name? Whatever her name is, where she electrocuted the blonde. Yeah, where she electrocuted the guy, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, it was nice little nice little tour. It's pretty cool. So after that, then we went
to Beaver.
To Beaver, We drove what 20 miles. Well, it was 20 miles away. We're like, I'm like,
Hang on.
do you want to
I'm
go?
like,
Yeah, I mean,
when's the next time
what's
we're going to be 20 miles away
20
from a
miles away
June
from
2000th
June
cache?
2000 cache?
What's the
George's
GC
oldest.
code on that?
GC1D.
Yeah, beaver.
So here you go.
If you didn't get it, Chad, shame on you.
Well, they take
I-
it down for
Oh yeah,
during
they took it
megas.
down for that. That's right. It had
Right.
just gone back up.
Right, because it's
I
in a
haven't
residential
found it.
neighborhood.
GSM times 2. Did you get beaver, or was it down for you as well?
I'm sure it was down.
I think they take it down during going caching to prevent 500 people from showing up.
Oh, so we just lucked out. We totally.
So that's the only time that I've been there one other time when I was going up to Geo Woodstock in Asherville that I guess I could have gone and grabbed it. Maybe that's why. Okay.
Yeah, it was a nice cache.
Yeah, because
Really nice.
I've got caches in that area, cache finds in that area.
Oh,
that
no.
sucks.
Stinks. Yeah. So after that, Jess, what did we do after that? I don't know. It all blends. What was the next?
After that, we went into we
Hang
were
on.
right near Lawrenceville.
Is
Oh,
Scott
right.
still on the line?
Yeah, he's
He
here.
is.
I got to interrupt and ask a question since we got him on the line.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Do you have a website for the Pacific Coast 1 Highway lab caches?
Yeah, it's CA Route 1 GC.org.
Jesse Demshire wants to know if we hit Iron Horse. No, we did not hit Iron Horse.
It didn't like that.
Wait, is route abbreviated?
No. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Sorry, my wife actually wants to do this. Wants to do the lab caches, so it's like I'm like.
So we did not hit Iron Horse. Jess, why didn't we hit Iron Horse? Was it just not even in our? Wasn't in our wheelhouse?
I don't think it was near us. Yeah.
It wasn't close enough to us to go get it.
Was. I don't think so.
Uh,
We also had, we also had kids with us, so like we didn't want to do big hikes or anything like that.
yes. So yeah. So we ran into Lawrenceville. I had some family there. So stop, had some dinner. Had dinner on the rooftop of a restaurant. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Chad, every dinner on the roof of a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You have? That's the first time
Yes.
I've ever done that. Really? You're like, yeah, all the time.
Not all the time, but I've done it in Red Rock, or is it not Red Rock? What's the name of it?
I don't know.
It's out in Arizona. Where it has the red rocks, all the mountains and stuff around it are red rocks. There's
Sedona.
Sedona, Arizona.
Yes. Okay, so Jess, what else did we get that day? I mean, we got so much. We got a lot of caches that day.
I'm looking at the list here. I think that was pretty much it that day. We did a bunch of adventure labs in Lawrenceville.
Yes, we did. Yeah,
and that was pretty much it for Saturday.
That was Saturday. So we get back to the hotel, go to sleep, wake up, have a southern breakfast, and then we're going train hopping. Not train hopping, train chasing, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Train spotting,
I guess, with some caching along the way. We had a nice. We found we were in the town where Ty Cobb was born, so we saw a nice Ty Cobb memorial and all that, and
yeah, I've got that virtual.
Yeah, the virtual and all that, and the adventure lab too as well. There's adventure lab as well.
There wasn't an adventure lab there when I did it.
Oh yeah, we got the adventure lab.
You didn't? There was adventure lab.
I did that in 2017.
Oh, I did. Yeah, so did that.
We found a cache. I don't want to say it.
Why?
I forgot we made a video for patrons.
Which one was it?
Hey patrons, you got some video coming. You got some really cool cache video coming. Probably one of the most unique hides.
Oh yes,
I've ever seen.
Yes.
So.
Yes, that's coming.
Yeah, you got that coming.
And the trip of our day with Captain John as well. that's also coming. So we saw. Oh, and we got a bunch of. What was nice? What was really nice, Chad, is Jessie was smart, and I'm not, and she actually anything that's was it Jess a 2000 or 2001
Right.
she flagged in Cashly. So like, so whenever, because you can do that. So whenever she sees, she's like, hey, I have something flagged here and I'm out of state. What is it? She'll look at it. Remember, so we're driving. She's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, there's a cache. There's a 2001 cache right down the street. We're like, holy mackerel, we're going to go get it. So
Right. We
how-
paid $8 to
What?
get that one. We paid $8 to
you
get
paid
that one.
$8 to get
It
it.
was in like a recreation area that you had to pay an entrance fee. So we paid $8 to go in for 15 minutes, go grab the cash, and
Come
we
back.
went.
But well worth it, sir. But what was it like?
Sure.
Wasn't it like a January 2001 or something like that? Wasn't it?
It was old, yeah. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Sorry, hold on, sir.
Was it this?
That's what we were looking it up. I went ahead. I'm sorry, it was California, CA Highway 1, GC.org. That's popped in the chapter.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. It's October 2001, BSA Gold Rush.
BSA Gold Rush, which was a nice cache. It was.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a real nice park.
Really crazy thick thorns, man. That was one with the real thick thorns. He says wedge. No, it was not wedged, Adam. It was BA. What was it, Jess?
BSA Gold Rush, yeah.
But just like we just happened to be less than a mile away from it, Chad. We didn't even know. We're like, oh, all right, let's go get it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And this weekend was International Earth Cache weekend, so of course we had to make sure we got an Earth Cache, which surprisingly there really were not that many Earth Caches in Georgia.
Yeah, right.
Like I did a filter on Cachely to show me just the Earth Caches, and there were few and far between, especially where we were going. So thankfully there was one in one of the towns we were planning to go to. So
Yeah, and what we were doing is we were actually hitting really small towns in Georgia. All these doing like a C loop of all these tiny towns. So we really saw a lot of small towns in Georgia, which was kind of nice, cool to see. We saw some that were flourishing and some that were just dying, and had some good caches in them too. And even one had a Adventure Lab, the Ty Cobb one, had an Adventure Lab in it. So anything? How did we end that day, Jess? Anything interesting that day?
yeah, so we eventually went and dropped the kids back off. Well, wait a second. Then we went to the last town that we were in. We spent quite a bit. And what was the name of that town? The one with the mall.
Oh yes,
I can't remember the name of the town. Give me a minute and I'll think of it.
remember that.
But there were a whole bunch of caches in town. There were some adventure labs, and so that was like our last
Athens?
stop of the day. No, it was northeast of Athens, almost to South Carolina. We did dip over into South Carolina and grabbed a cache in 2 caches in South Carolina.
Because you have to do that.
That's right. We were like 5 miles from the border.
Right.
You have
do that.
to, right? And yeah, this town was really interesting. There was a downtown area, and I kept thinking like there was something about it that just looked really unique. It was really different, the way that the roads went and the sidewalks, and it was really unique. And one of the caches was called Remember the Mall. And it has the history of this downtown that apparently used to be an indoor mall, and they took the roof off the middle of it and paved it and made it a road with strip malls on both sides and made it their downtown.
Wow.
It was really interesting. I wish I could remember. I'll give you the name of the town. The cache that I'm talking about is called Remember the Mall, and it was nothing special about. Here it is, Toccoa, Toccoa, Toccoa.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes, the last stop that we had. Yes. So we did an adventure lab in Toccoa, and it was one of those small little towns. They actually had like the radio station was on the corner of the downtown area. You know what I mean? Like they had the big window, so you could like watch the disc jockey as he's working, kind of a thing. It's that kind of a small town.
That's cool.
You don't see that anymore. You
No, you don't.
Yeah, and it had like the call letters right up in the big call letters right above them. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So we did that. Then we drove back the hour back to the hotel, dropped the kids off, and then Jesse and I went and did some more caching. We did there was a whole loop, Chad, that guess what,
Mhm.
Chad? You did it too. Your name was on all of them.
Which one? Which was that?
We did all those challenge, that circle of challenge caches.
Oh, the Circle of Challenge caches. Okay.
Yes, with those ridiculous hides.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
You need to be more specific. Which Circle of Challenge
The
caches?
ones that were circling around just the
Around the outlet mall.
outlet mall.
Oh, so part of the JCCS
Yes, they're part of the
series.
JCCS.
There are actually 6 clusters
Yeah.
of JCCS ones, and did you go do the ones by by the baseball fields?
We only stopped and got one there because it was the next day and we were getting it on the way out of town. We were out of time, but there was one particular challenge there that
We
was
both
it was a DT rating that we both
busy. So 1.5, 4.5. We both needed.
Okay.
needed that. So we stopped for only one.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, if you went back behind those baseball fields, it was every 2 feet you're webbed.
Oh yeah, I got webbed getting this one, and it was right at the parking lot.
As you
So
can
I
see,
have a picture up on the screen here of Taz's group's stamp and me and
Awesome.
Scott right below. I was kind of surprised. I was signing them, and it was just like the third one, and I went,
It's like,
wait, I
hey,
recognize some of these names.
those names look familiar.
Yeah.
So,
So that
hey,
was really
GSM
fun.
Sam, Scott, did you get these ones as well when you were there?
We did not. We were anxious to get up to going caching to their pre-event, their Thursday pre-event, or Wednesday pre-event.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
no, we just got Lake Lanier. We got Marooned. Went for one that was going to finish Sharebear 64's Busy, and it was in the middle of construction area with active construction going on. So we did not get that one. But it sounds like you guys had a great trip, and I'm going to go ahead and hang up and get back on the show. And you guys have a good one.
We'll talk to you. Be well, sir.
Always good chatting with you.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, I mean, there was what surprised me, Chad, is that Jesse and I were like, "Oh, I wonder how far Rome is from where we were." Rome was freaking far.
It was pretty far.
Did
Did you
do it
do
all the way out here, Chad?
Did you do the cow?
they utterly,
Mhm.
yes,
Oh, Chad, you did the cow.
yes.
We saw the cow. We didn't do the
We
cow.
saw the cow. We got the virtual at the cow's tail. That was
Yeah,
all we did.
the Boy Scout virtual.
It's,
Did you get the Boy Scout virtual, Chad?
the Boy Scout virtual,
Yes.
probably.
It was at the Boy Scout headquarters.
Oh, is that the kind of the big one with the
It was a big
your
statue.
big statue kind of
Eagle, like an eagle.
It
eagle,
was
yeah,
like an eagle statue.
yeah. I got that in 2017.
Oh, sorry.
I see. Well, that is like the bottom of the cow's tail on the geo art.
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. So we did that. No, that was Sunday actually. That was
That was Sunday. That was on our way out of town. Yeah,
Yeah.
Saturday night we ended with the challenge caches,
Right.
and then Sunday we went and cleaned out the town that we were staying in, and we found this cache. We didn't do a video of this, so I'm going to share pictures of this because this is probably one of the most creative and unique hides that I've seen.
And what's funny about this cache is part of a series that Jesse and I didn't put 2 and 2 together until we realized where we were.
Right. Yeah. So here's the cache container.
Again, I apologize for everybody listening to the show. It is literally a mailbox.
It's a mailbox, a standard mailbox, red flag up on the side, and you open it up and there's some mail inside, some letters and a couple other things and fake mail. Yeah, as you read it, it says like keep looking, there's no login here, keep going. And we're looking all around, looking in the bushes, looking everywhere, and it took a little while until something clicked.
And as you can see, we got soaking wet because
Oh yeah, it's the morning, so it's
and all
full
the
of dew.
and all these, and we're rustling around these these all the grass
Bushes.
and the bushes and getting just soaking wet.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a mailbox like in between two bushes. So, are you ready to see where the cache was hidden? Any
Chad,
guesses?
so Chad, you know
Any-
what this is part of? This is part of the Jackson County Geotrail.
Okay.
We were like, oh my God, we're in Jackson County. Like, this is the Jackson County Geotrail. You know that big one that was a couple weeks ago? They had,
Right. Yeah.
I think it became a mega. Yeah, this is one of the caches.
Yeah. I didn't do the.
Or
We
is it a
didn't do
tour?
the
Is it a tour
Geotrail.
or a trail? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we did the Jackson County Utterly Amazing. We hit all the Jackson County Challenge series, some others, and then we did the live caches in Athens.
He didn't get this one.
Didn't get that one.
Okay, under the cap on the back pole. Nope, I tried that. That didn't move.
Mhm.
There was nothing that like dropped down underneath.
Nope.
I looked under there. I tried to like, pull something down, nothing like that.
So we eventually figured it out.
We
Chad.
eventually figured this out. You ready?
Does it pivot? The
Does it pivot? It pivots. Well
It
done, Chad.
Pivots, and there was an ammo can hidden
Sweet.
underneath inside.
So what happens, guys? Audio listeners, what happens is that the mailbox is on a wooden piece, and the mailbox literally pivots like a slide, and then the ammo can is in this little. The ammo can is hidden in the wooden piece underneath the mailbox,
Right. So you have to pull the box towards you, and then turn it.
and then turn it, and there you go.
Mhm.
There's an ammo can. It's a nice cache, real nice cache.
Real nice.
Yeah.
Very unique.
And it's hidden in those bushes, so no one's gonna think it's a real mailbox. There's no signs that say it's not a fake mailbox, but yeah, it was a really nice one. And that was in where was that, Jess?
That was in Commerce, Georgia.
Commerce, Georgia. So yeah, so basically we spent the day in Commerce, Georgia because we had a later flight. We had a 5:30. No,
the one I wanted
a
to
six 6 o'clock flight to get back. And so we spent the day in Commerce, did some caching, had a great time, walked around Commerce, and then we made the trek back to the airport, Chad.
Wait, I want to show one more
Oh,
cache
okay.
because this was another one. You ready?
Oh, this is a really cool cache, Chad. This was
very
again,
cool.
this was in Commerce as well.
And this was like an unexpected, like, hey, there's a cache right here when we stopped for gas, and it's at a park. So we have some time to kill. So let's stop for this cache. So
There's no
hold
way
on.
a picture is going to do this justice.
First, okay, wait. Let's see if I have I don't have a picture of the whole thing, do I? I might. Here you go.
And even for the record, not in the best neighborhood either.
Whoops.
For the record.
Yeah, it wasn't a great neighborhood. So what it is a huge metal sculpture of bats, baseball bats.
Baseball bats, Chad.
Mhm.
That's baseball bats.
Baseball bats.
Some welded
A
baseball
big
bats.
arch of baseball bats. And there is a cache hidden on this thing.
A nano.
And we got there and I went, oh no. We have some extra time, but I don't know if we have enough of this extra time.
Now, what's cool about this cache, Chad, is that there's no base, meaning there's no like a circle thing or a half circle, and then the bats are welded to it. No, this is only bats, and that's it, which is pretty amazing because he did this whole circle thing. Jess, can you go on a better shot of it? Like the whole thing, that's just bats. There's no no skeleton.
They're not attached to anything. Yeah.
Anything other than each other.
Right.
Pretty amazing how
Okay,
he
so
did
so here, let me show you the cache. You ready?
it. So there's a nano on this, Chad, and we're like, oh come on, who does
There
that?
we go.
And so here's the video of it.
Here's the whole thing.
Sorry, everybody who's listening. We're just watching a little video of Jesse.
The bats organized by color.
Yeah, they were organized by color. It was actually really, really, really nice cache. And
there it is. It's a little acorn.
Acorn hanging there.
So did you know where that was before you started that little
No.
film shot? You
Yeah,
just
the
happened
video,
Oh
to-
yeah.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
filmed it, yes.
Right. Okay.
Jesse, somebody wants to know the GC for the mailbox. Do you know?
One second.
GC for the
I
mail?
will throw that in the chat.
Thank you. So yeah, so that was totally unexpected, but a very nice surprise.
So
Yeah.
here's the cow,
Oh, there's the
Oh
cow.
yeah, there you go.
and the path is
It's the tail.
the virtual.
Yes, there's the cow.
Okay.
And we did not get the cow. We didn't have time for the cow.
The cow was fun.
So yeah. So we did that. So we get to the airport yet. We had
Hmm.
to turn in the car or the beast, the truck. We turned in the truck. We had to fill it with gas beforehand. Turn it in. And we hear rumblings. Our middle child says, "FYI, there's storms in Chicago." We're like, oh, great. We're gonna be late. And so we get to as we're driving there, Jesse goes, "Well, we're delayed. We got delayed. Was it just a half an hour or something like that the plane got
Mhm.
delayed?" So we get delayed. We get to the
Right as we get to the gate.
we get to the airport. We get to the gate, and I don't know if anyone who's been to Atlanta airport. It's really, really great airport. Really nice. Really done really
Mhm.
well with the whole train system and all that. Love it. It's great. Way better than O'Hare.
We know our way around that
Yeah,
really
I know
well.
my I know my way around Atlanta's airport way too well.
Yes.
Way too
Same
good.
here.
So so as soon as we get to the gate, Jesse gets an email. All the flights are canceled to Chicago because of the weather. So Jesse's like, quick, go,
As soon as I saw that notification, I'm like, go find somebody now.
Go find somebody. So I got his tickets on the next flight out in the morning. First flight out in the morning. So now we have no car. We have no hotel. I have no clothes. I'm on the club.
And we had like 16 hours
And we
until our
had 16
flight.
hours until our flight. Right. And
Uber.
it's 5:30 in the afternoon.
No,
So
not even. It was like 3 o'clock.
oh, was it that early? We were there
Yeah.
that early? Okay, so it's
Mm.
like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I called the hotel. I get us a hotel. I call a hotel. And then I say, "Do you have a shuttle by chance?" "Oh yeah, I'll send someone out to you." "Oh, sweet." Leah, we were not flying Southwest. That's what everybody asked us. No, we were flying American actually, and it was bad
It
weather.
was just the weather.
It was just bad
Like,
weather in Chicago.
the
Cancel all
the
the
flight well, the funny thing was, like, as we were driving to the airport, I'm like, maybe I should have gotten us on the earlier flight because there was like a 1 o'clock flight, and I almost did that, and then I went, nah, we want some extra
Yeah,
time
we
on
wanted to spend
Monday.
the
We'll
day.
take the evening flight. That 1 o'clock flight didn't even make it to Chicago. It took off from Atlanta, but got diverted to Detroit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad we actually weren't on that one.
So we go back to we take one thing about Atlanta. We got to it's a haul to get downstairs to the to where we took 2 trains to get back to the
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, I'm very familiar.
yeah. So we had to get all the way back down to where you can actually get picked up. And the shuttle shows up, takes us to the airport. And now we're at a hotel. We're at a hotel in the middle of nowhere that we don't have a car. And it's one thing about, and we don't have a cars, and every takeout place in Atlanta we noticed was only drive-through. All fast
Right.
food was
No eating areas, no dining areas were open at any fast food restaurant.
none.
Yeah, I think they implemented that policy uh the Monday after going caching.
Mm,
Oh, really?
mhm.
Yes, because we noticed basically we couldn't Monday morning we couldn't get into
Yeah.
any of the places.
Right.
So
So we couldn't eat it. So we wound up just ordering a pizza. We ordered a pizza and went to bed at like what time, Jess?
Oh gosh, I
8?
think we had lights out at like 8:30
We went to bed at
because
like
I had the alarm set for 3 a.m.
yeah. So we just went to bed. I mean, what else?
well, you guys are probably exhausted
Yeah,
anyways from
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So we got up at 3. Took a shuttle and got on the shuttle at 4. Took the shuttle to the airport. What time the plane take off?
So the plane left at like 7, a little after 7, and nothing in the airport opened. None of the restaurants in
Yeah.
the airport opened until 7, which was after we were already boarded on the plane.
Yeah.
So we had to eat vending machine breakfast and soda for,
All
for
I
breakfast.
wanted-
I couldn't even
all
get
I wanted-
coffee.
All I wanted was coffee. It's all I wanted was
Yes.
coffee. That's all. Jesse's like, as soon as we got the plane, Scott, I promise you, we will go get you coffee. I promise. I'm like, I just want coffee. That's all I want is coffee. That's all I want. Yeah. And so, now Starbucks opened at 6:30, but like,
But the line was way too long.
So
There was no way.
long.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't order on your app at the airport locations. You
Yeah.
have to wait in the line.
Yes.
So as soon as we got off the plane, first thing we did is we found a Starbucks in O'Hare's airport, and we got coffee for me. So it was still only 7:00 in the morning when we got to Chicago, or 8:00 in the morning when we got
So
to
I think it
Chicago.
was like 8:00 when we got
Yeah,
in.
it was 8 a.m. in Chicago. So when we got there, because we lost an hour, we got an hour back. So it was like that flight was technically only an hour,
Right.
uh,
Right. I put it in the chat room, but for people listening, if you want the mailbox cache is GC53D as in David, B as in boy, R as in Robert, 53DBR.
And for the record, while I was out of clothes, yes, I did have my I'm Marooned shirt
Oh
from
yeah.
John. So I had to actually wear that on Monday
Yeah.
to fly home in, because that's literally all I had.
And I did have an extra set of clothes because I
I also
always
had an extra pair of clothes, but I took it out because I couldn't fit it in my bag.
I always
Didn't have the room.
have an extra set of everything
Yep.
Why?
just in
Why?
case.
I did too. And I made my son too, even though he was like, why do I need an extra pair of clothes? I'm like, because you never know what's going to happen. And guess what? I had my I told you so moment.
Oh God!
No,
One
but it's
one trip to Korea though, we had boarded the plane. They put all of our luggage on the plane, and we sat there on a tarmac for 3 hours while they tried to get this valve to the fueling to close. And they took us all off and sent us to the hotel. And I I was gone for 2 weeks, so I didn't have a carry on. I checked it,
right.
and I didn't have any friggin' clothes. It's like I had to go to the gift shop, buy a T-shirt, walk over and buy some underwear. But the next basic walk over to Target wasn't too far away. Bought some underwear and deodorant and toothbrush and everything that I needed to prepare. Because there was some bo going on that flight. Let's just say that.
I believe that.
Yeah. So it was. I mean,
Yeah.
we were so exhausted and so tired.
Yeah.
And
We both went to work. We ended up
yeah, I
going to
literally.
work.
Wait, so I'm on the plane. So this is the worst part, is that I'm on the plane, and Jesse and Cam are sitting two rows behind me, or a row behind
I
me.
think we were a row behind you.
Shane decided he wanted to sit with me, so I'm like, fine, I'll sit with you, because we were gonna put the kids together, me and Jesse together. But Shane last second decided he wanted to sit with me. I said, okay. So meanwhile, so I got somebody next to me, and there's somebody across the aisle, and the person next to me has got the window down.
Mhm.
Okay, has got the shade
The
down.
shade.
She's not the window down, the shade down. The person across from me has got the shade down. So I am literally flying in a tube. I literally cannot see outside at all.
And there's a problem.
Yeah, it's annoying. I want to look out the window, do something.
It was just clouds. It was a cloudy day.
Literally in a tube, literally just sitting in a tube for an hour and a half, and just tired and cranky and just want to go home. And then I had to come home. I literally came home, took a long shower, and went to work. Is what I did.
Mhm.
I literally went to work 'cause I had to. I mean, I was supposed to work.
Right.
I already. I missed meetings. I had meetings like in the afternoon. I had to go to. So I literally took a shower, ate something. I think ate something and went to work.
Yeah, I
I
went
was,
and picked
I
up
was
the
at work.
dogs and went to work.
I was at work by 11 a.m. I was at work by 11.
Mhm.
So that was just a crazy trip. It was one of those.
Yeah.
The trip was awesome. How'd you say it, Jess? Jesse said it so perfectly.
Getting there and back.
Like, no,
Not
the
so much.
traveling was a nightmare.
Yeah.
The trip was awesome.
Accommodations, all the accommodations were not great. Let me give, if anyone's interested in the bat cache, the GC on that is 93HCA. 93HCA.
It's a really nice one. It's really
I'll throw that in the
nice,
chat room.
a nice cache to see in person. So yes. So that was our trip, Chad.
Awesome. Sounds like you had a great time.
We really did.
It was an experience.
I had some geocaching fun this weekend.
Oh yeah, what'd you do?
So first, I snagged a tag.
Nice.
Where'd you snag that?
I snagged it down in Elk Grove, so it was about a 40-minute drive, and I was glancing. It was about 10 a.m. on Thursday or Friday, and I glanced at my email and was like, and I had an alert from Snag the Tag, and it's like I click on it and I say, "Oh, 15 hours ago, it's probably gotten." So I opened up the page, it's like it's still out there. So I you said, "Screw work for for an hour and a half." Ran down there, and I was clicking the refresh on it the whole way
Yeah.
to see if someone picked it up, and it was still there. Surprise! And I snagged it and sent in the code for the I guess the freeze one.
Right.
So fire and freeze, I think, is the thing that's going on right now.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool, and I got 2 souvenirs. The Earth Cache one is obvious. Got another country.
What?
What?
Yes, I got Switzerland.
Why did it finally show up? Did they finally create one? I'm assuming.
No, it's all the European ones have been around for a long time, but a cashier from Switzerland contacted me and said, "Hey, you wanna work on a what was it, the shared cache? What do you call those, friendship caches or whatever?"
We did?
Mhm.
Like what me and you did?
Yeah, yeah, it's like one of those, except for apparently on this one, on both sides, they basically allow you to have the person on each side sign your name, your geo names, and claim credit on the other one. So they signed me into the Swiss side and logged it, and I signed them in plus myself into the American side. It was a 4 mile round trip hike, but it was pretty fun.
What? Hold on a second. How did he get a hold of you? How did he know who he did?
He was looking for local cashers who haven't done it, who haven't signed the log, and he messaged me, and so I was like, okay, I'll do that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Cool.
So yeah, I didn't even realize the cache was up there, and I've been in that area caching many times, but it's listed as a multi, and it's a multi out. Like I said, it was a 4 mile round trip hike to get to get it. So it was like, I'm not doing a multi that I have to hike out 2 miles to start it.
Right. Is it the USA and Swiss Exchange cache? Is that what it's
Yes,
called?
it is.
Do you have a GC on that one?
Yes. Let me pull up my profile because it should be. Come on. The GC on it for the American side is GC 45RPZ, and on the Swiss side it's GC 3X918.
Oh Jesus! Gia sometimes too is telling me it's over $200. Jess, you gotta
I'm
find
not
it.
surprised.
Oh man, that stinks. Yeah, what do you got? Stupid Georgia. I'll pay it because that's what I do. I speed. I pay to fine.
Well, I may or may not have been doing 25 miles per hour over the speed limit when I was trying to go for the first to find on the going caching pre-event.
I just wanted to go to bed. I just wanted to go to. I'm like, I just want to go to bed. I was tired.
Yeah, and what was funny was like for miles and miles on the interstate, it was just like cop car after cop after cop
my
after
God.
cop, just
Like-
pulling everybody over left and right. And I'm like,
I don't even think I wasn't. Was I speed? I mean, I was going common speed. I wasn't like blowing by people.
there weren't very many cars on the road to be pacing with.
But like, I wasn't
And
like.
and we were in a giant red truck.
And it was like we were. I mean,
you were in a ticket me truck, okay?
And not only
Yeah.
I know we were in Georgia, we were in South, so yeah, everybody has trucks. Chad, nobody had our goddamn truck. All right. Our truck
Oh,
was a
Oh
beast.
yeah. I'm
Nobody
looking
had a
at
truck
your
that
truck
big.
and it's like,
Nobody had a truck that big. We got looked at wherever the heck we were. People were
yeah.
staring at us.
Oh, yeah. People were commenting. I mean, I had somebody ask,
it's like what you
somebody was driving,
compensating for, boy?
somebody asked me if I would trade trucks with him. He had like I don't know, I mean, he had a decent truck, but he wanted to trade. And then I was pumping gas and some lady in a Hyundai was like, "Nice truck." I just laughed. I felt bad later because I laughed
Like,
at her and I was like,
she's like,
"It's a
don't look
rental."
at it. Don't even look at it.
No, I was like,
Don't
"It's
look
a
at it.
rental." Like,
It's a
she's like,
rental.
"Well, it's nice." I'm like, "Okay." It's it's a truck.
And honestly, yeah, and to Joe Jackson says, Your Honor, from the way up hell, from way to hell up here, I only felt like 50. You're not getting that truck. It didn't feel. I looked down. And I was like, I'm going 90. Wow, I didn't realize. Like, I really didn't realize it. The truck had
Yeah.
power.
Yeah, it did. And once you get used to the size, like it was, once you get used to the size, it was actually pretty fun to drive. By the last day, I was having a good time.
Yeah, it was a beast.
It was a
Well,
beast.
you're not likely to get stuck in it.
No, Jesse actually
No,
plowed through a.
I actually went down in a ditch trying to turn around because I couldn't see over the
You literally
hood.
couldn't see over the
So
hood.
I couldn't see that there was a ditch there. So I go down and the kids in the back are like, "Oh my God, we're gonna get stuck." I'm like, "Watch this." Just went right out. No problem.
I mean, literally, you couldn't park, Chad, because you couldn't
Right.
see over the hood. You didn't know when to
Oh, I
stop.
understand.
Cam literally had to stick his head out the window and go a little further, a little further, a little further, because
Like,
you couldn't see anything.
Get the flight sticks out.
Literally nothing. I couldn't see. Like you're trying to park and you don't know when to stop.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
And then because
Firefighter Skippy,
the
here,
restaurants were
hold
all
my beer.
yes, the restaurants were all drive-through only, and so the last day we had to go to the Varsity, right? Because that's a local
Mhm.
local Atlanta restaurant. Anybody who goes to Atlanta, you have to go to the
Varsity.
Varsity. It's
Oh my
it's
God.
something that you
Oh,
do, and the
haven't been there in
drive-through
many years, but I've been there.
the drive-through at this particular Varsity that we went to was not the one downtown. It was one out in the suburbs.
Oh, okay.
The drive-through at this particular Varsity was literally a horseshoe.
But it was a tight
Like a
horseshoe.
very tight horseshoe.
I'm not getting around that corner. That's not going to happen.
Scott had to like 3-point it
A
around
3-point
the
turn to
corner.
goddamn
And the car behind us is freaking out as he puts it in reverse.
because he's like, oh my God. Like, Chad, if I got in an accident, I was going over the car, not hitting the car. I would literally go
Oh,
over
yeah.
my car. Like,
Yeah,
Wow.
for sure.
I was in like Bigfoot. I was a step below Bigfoot. This car. It was huge. It was obscene.
It was fun.
Yeah. And I'm not even making that up. It was a huge car. It was huge. We had no business having a truck like that. What, it was like a $70,000 truck or something like that, isn't it? Just
Oh, yeah, something like that.
It's like an expensive truck too. It was a big boy.
Mhm.
It was loaded, had everything.
Mhm.
I can only imagine what they paid. They probably paid like 30 for it because
Oh,
it could-
yeah, they got a deal because
They
they
had a
had like
whole fleet.
50 of them lined up
fleet
in
of
the
'em. Yeah, they had a whole fleet.
garage.
Yeah, whole fleet of them. So yeah, so that was our weekend in Atlanta. The week after going caching. So that was the week after. Yeah. So yeah, expect some patrons, expect some videos on the way. There's gonna be some cool videos coming for you guys.
Sweet.
And that was Marooned in Georgia. Sorry, guys. I will reschedule the geocaching life hacks, but I was not prepared for it because of what happened. We had to stay an extra day. I wasn't able to prepare the notes and all that. So we just went with this because we had some funny stories to tell with this trip. This trip was unusual. Usually our trips are very boring and just caching, but this one was pretty extraordinary. So thanks everybody for listening tonight. We appreciate it. Chad, anything else, sir?
No.
No? Jesse, anything else? Do we forget anything?
No. Mm-mm.
No? All right. We appreciate it. Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Next week.
Next week. What's on the menu next week?
Next week, we are bringing back everybody's favorite. The One Up Me contest is coming back, Chad.
Ooh.
One Up Me coming back. Here we go. One Up Me contest, Chad. This week, or this month, I should say. This one's going to be a little different. This one, your best gripe about caching. It's not going to be a complain fest. Your best gripe. Everybody's got a gripe. I have a gripe.
That's right.
I have a gripe. Who's got the best gripe? Who's got a gripe that everyone goes, yes, that's it right there. That is the best gripe. That's what we want to hear.
All right.
That's next week's show. Want It Me contest. Best gripe about caching. That's next week. Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't get. Did we just? So FS Skippy saying no pod blast this week. Did we?
I didn't do pod blast this week because I do them on Mondays, and I was marooned in Atlanta on Monday without a computer.
Excuses.
That's right. I forget you do them on Monday nights.
I do them on Mondays, and I considered doing it last night and just like pushing it out last night, but I was exhausted.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that
still recovering from.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, by like 3:00, Chad. By 3 in the afternoon, Chicago time on Monday, I was dead. I even said to my coworkers, like, don't even talk to me. It's useless. Don't even. I'm done. I'm tapped out. Yeah, tomorrow. I was up at like 2:00 in the morning that morning. I was exhausted.
Right. Yeah, it was crazy.
So, all right, guys. Next week, Want It Me contest, best gripe about caching. All right. So there you go. All right, guys. I'm closing the show. Guys, thanks so much for listening. We appreciate it. Hey, everybody who put out the caches in Georgia, those were awesome, by the way, if you happen to listen to the show. Those caches were amazing. We had a great time in Georgia. Of all the stuff that happened to us, we had a great time in Georgia. The weather was absolutely beautiful. We saw some great caches, saw some really, really cool ones. It's a great state. If you've never been there, you should go cache Georgia.
And definitely recommend Captain John if anyone's going that way.
Absolutely, 1,000%. If you are gonna go and you need a boat to charter a boat, call Captain John. He's awesome. He knows his stuff. He's a cacher.
Yep, North Georgia Boating Adventures.
North Georgia Boating Adventures. We have it linked in the show notes, right, Jen?
Yep.
I think you do. Yeah.
I do. That's literally the only thing in the show notes.
Tell him the GCPC sent you. But yeah, and thanks FF Skippy for inviting us. We had a great time.
We had a blast.
Listeners, yeah. So it's always nice to meet FF Skippy. We had a great time. Spent the morning with him. It was great. So FF Skippy, thank you. You convinced us. Once Jesse came to me and said FF Skippy's going to be there. I said, all right, let's do it. All right, let's do it. So yeah, it was fun. So all right, here we go. Closing the show. If we can have there it is. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archive video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. Hey, Jess.
Yeah?
I saw, sorry, I didn't mean to stop the ending. Somebody put Scott just set up a GoFundMe for his
for his ticket.
For the ticket.
For the $500 ticket.
For the ticket, for the extra hotel room, for the 3 times our gas budget.
You wouldn't believe how much extra we paid on this trip, Jed.
Oh yeah.
Between the extra hotel, the extra gas, the insurance for the beast, okay, my ticket, extra dinner, and then this trip costs
an expensive trip.
Way too much money.
But hey, we finished our Jazzmers and we
finished our Jesse disappeared.
Hey,
we finished our Jesse, where'd you go? But hey, we finished our Jazzmers. Yeah.
Oh, so you needed Lake Lanier then the August.
Yeah.
That's the one that tends to be the gap for most people because there's only 4 Augusts in the world.
I think. Yeah. So July and August. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the closing. I just saw that and it made me giggle. So yeah. Maybe I'll create a GoFundMe for mine. Do you think Chad, do you think I would get the money I need if I put a GoFundMe?
Maybe. You're not getting a dime from me.
That being said, guys, I can pay my tickets. It's my fault. I spent. I'm not gonna do a GoFundMe. I paid. I'll pay my ticket. It's my penance. I'll pay it. All right, continuing on. Sorry, guys. That made me laugh. I gotta restart the music for a second. Hey, there's Jess. Welcome back.
That was the weirdest thing. Like everything crashed on me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I gotta continue the music. Okay. Where was I? We really appreciate it. Really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click on the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our Patreon members. Just head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. You know, if you want, guys, you can go to me/the Geocaching Podcast and make a one-time donation of, $200-$300 and just say, this is for Scott's legal fees. Now, point towards the ticket. So you know. All right. Thanks once again to our sponsors: Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocache Magazines, The Maxons, Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Art and Crafted, and PathX.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them that GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. So we'll see you next week. Talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week. And we're clear.
And the dogs were actually well behaved
Where are the
whole
dogs?
time.
We have dogs.
Yeah,
Roxy is out cold on the couch.
Yeah, I had
she's
my
out
son
cold.
come and take Jeeps upstairs with him to separate the two. So
Roxy's out like a light. Is she awake?
Roxy,
Don't wake her up.
Roxy.
You live?
She's like,
What?
she's like, Roxy.
She's out cold. She's giving you the paw. She's like, right there. I guess. Oh my God. Over under total cost $850. No way it's over $850. If it's over $850, I'm gonna be super good.
All right, I'll go dig the paperwork out.
You gotta dig the paperwork. I gotta figure it out.
I hope I have it. Oh my God, I hope I have it. I think I put it. I don't know where I put it. You gave it to me for safekeeping, and I don't know where I put it.
If it's $850, I'm literally creating a GoFundMe because I can afford $850 for a freaking ticket. Oh, good Lord. Under $850. Closer to the 200 to 300 range would be nice. Anything above that, and I'm gonna be a little salty about it. So what's gonna happen? All right. $675. Oh, come on. Really? For 20 over? Really?
Yeah, just read your ticket. I'm surprised you didn't read it.
No, we couldn't read it.
We couldn't read it. It doesn't say how much it is. That I couldn't find where it says how much it is.
The guy did a really crappy job with his pen, and so you couldn't really read it.
And the carbon paper, it didn't come through very well.
Is your driver's license and the license plate of the vehicle readable on it?
I hope not. Why should it be?
Well, if it's not, then it's like, I don't know what you're talking about,
Officer. I live in Chicago. All right, everybody, thank you. I'll let you know how much it costs. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll let you know. I'll share. That's not
fight it. Yeah, we'll be going back to Georgia.
Fight. I'll go back to Georgia to fight it. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I got to eat crow and paid is what I got to do. He saw me, and as soon as he saw that out of state license, he was like, ka-ching. So yeah, the little Muppet had give me a license. Give me a license. All right, so
this guy literally said, "Oh, I didn't see you down there." I'm like, oh my God, that is not what you say.
I couldn't. Oh my! I almost laughed in his face. He'd be happy with that.
Oh boy.
He was just like, we looking up at me, pet me on his tippy toes. All right, guys, we will talk to you guys next week. Be well, be safe. Bye.
Bye.